Let us know if you can hear us. Oh, you know what? I think I am missing a mic for
No, it's over there.
this right here. Oh, it's on the table.
These are running.
Okay, good.
Hold on.
Hey, mic check, mic check. We are back. Let us know if you can hear us. Should be able to be heard. Yes. Let us know if you can hear us on TikTok. Let us know we are live. Yes, we are. Real time. We've got people coming in. Let us know if you can hear us. Hey, welcome. Facebook is in the house. Hey, welcome. Instagram is in the house. Welcome.
Facebook in the house.
Villa's in the house. All right. Happy Saturday. Happy Father's Day. We're going to start today's show with a giveaway.
Wow. Giveaway from last week. What was it?
Well, this week we're going to be giving away a microgreens kit.
Yeah, that's for this.
Oh,
but for the
but you want to
giveaway.
announce the winner?
Yeah, for last week.
First, let me just say,
Oh.
just real quick. Text 813-696-6676 to win a microgreens kit. So if you text us this week, you're going to win a microgreens kit. Here it is. You can grow 100 trees in this tray right here. There's 100 seeds. It comes with fertilizer. It comes with soil. And it comes with perlite. And if you text us, text microgreens. Text microgreens to 813-696-6676
Microgreen.
to win.
813-696-6676.
Yes,
And
that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
That's all. And
Okay.
for last week,
Last week,
you was giving away what
bio box.
The bio box.
That's right? Yeah, we got a lot in here. Hot tamale. Ay sombrero. It's a
Caliente.
Rasta. It's a Rasta man.
We need some Rasta roast.
Yeah, we do.
It's like I don't remember anything right now. Okay, so Brent.
Oh, Bert.
Oh, sorry.
Bert wins bio box.
Said Brent.
Awesome. Keep that one open and then set that aside and then we'll know that that's a winner.
She's pushing a simple name like that.
Hey, Bert's a winner.
Hey, Bert, happy Father's Day.
Thanks, happy Father's Day. Bert wins a bio box.
See,
All
for
right.
this Father's Day, give your father the gift of health.
That's
Give him
right.
some moringa.
Get him some moringa.
A moringa tree if he likes to garden. All right. Oh, this is just a number. The last four numbers, right?
Yeah.
1274.
1274.
1274. Another bio box.
Thanks
All
a
right.
lot for participating
Thanks for
into
being
our
part of this.
weekly giveaway. This week, if you text microgreens, you'll win a microgreens kit. You have 1 week.
It's a great way to
Today
start.
is the 14th, and it's going to go all the way till next Saturday. So
And it comes with biostimulant and fertilizer.
Yes.
Make sure you use all the fertilizers and this biostimulant. You don't need to use it all, so you can save a little bit for your other plants too. So have a little plus there.
want to make sure the sound is good. Can you guys hear us? Let's see. Yep. I think we're good on sound. I think we look good. You can see the trees. Yep. Yeah, everything looks good, sounds good. I want to make sure that everybody can hear us on TikTok. Please give us a comment and a like if you can hear us, because I just got the mic set up for TikTok. And so I'm pretty sure that should be good. And Facebook is good. Hopefully that's good. Happy Saturday, y'all.
All right. There
Should
should
be
be if nobody's saying if they can hear us or not. I'm guessing they can't.
Okay, good.
So nobody's complaining. So
Awesome.
time to make some noise.
Well, we've got a great show planned for you today. We've been hanging out. We'll talk a little bit about some updates on the farm and what we've been working on. We started with a giveaway. We're going to go into featuring a little bit more about the microgreens kit. We're going to talk about an upcoming event. Then we have a new store update. We want to talk a little bit more about launching your Moringa business, what it means to have a business, and the tools that you need to have a successful business. We have a trend, essentially, of how we're growing it here. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
the raised beds. We're going to talk about that. And then talk a little bit about what we did this week on the farm. And then we'll go in and we have some top questions of the week. We'll go into the members area. And we also have some advice if you're getting your business started. I think a lot of it has to do with this right
Yeah,
here,
mindset.
And then we can go in a little bit of history and also talk to anybody if you need any coaching or helping. Stick around. And thanks a lot for joining us.
All right, this is what's going on. We do have an upcoming event. Oh yeah, Moringa Fest.
Yes.
The end of the season, we're gonna celebrate. It's gonna be a short one. It's just gonna be one day on Saturday, November 1st, 2025. It's restricted for members. So if you want to join, become a members. And for all the members that are watching, if you want to join and participate, you want to bring your I don't know, your new product that you want to showcase.
Yes.
You need some proper feedback from your group here in the collective. We can do that for you. Moringa Fest is a great time for you to test your products out and bring in your new ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because we're gonna have tables.
Yeah, we want to set up tables. All the information is in the members website, so feel free to go in there, dive around, check what's going on. Anything, just reach out.
We communicate every single day in this app. Essentially, the members area is an app. And instead of emailing us or texting us, we can talk every single day inside of our app. And that way we can help you make some of your first products. And so you can have a table.
Yeah, think of it like a mock-up. That's like
thank you. That's the
let's say you're having jitters to trying to start in the farmers market or something.
Yeah.
That's a good way to show how it is. You build your setup, you get people coming around, asking questions, asking about your products, you give samples. That's a good way to start mock-up, build that confidence, because like I mentioned earlier, it's about a mindset. You have everything, but if you don't have that proper mindset, you're just gonna limit yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, so November 1st, we're having a festival, Moringa Fest. Come in and adjust your mind.
Yes.
So this is the 7 template or the 8 templates that has to do with creating your Moringa business. Is have the right mindset. Don't be nervous. Don't be shy. And if you want to make products from Moringa, your added value products, your value added products like cookies and brownies,
even soaps,
shampoos, lotions,
tea. He mixes his with mint. Maybe you have a different recipe.
Yeah,
we would love to try that.
We have a member that makes like 10 different tea mixtures with Moringa. So I mean, just come in, set up a table. We're gonna have lots of members here, but also we're going to make content for you.
Exactly.
So we're gonna start establishing your social media accounts. We're going to help you build your website. It's going to be able to be a place where you can go live here in a safe zone where we can help you be heard and get out into the world for the first time with your Moringa business here. And so we have a festival. It's going to be called Moringa Fest, November 1st.
Yep. One of the things we want to try to teach is how to turn your questions into content. Come on, you already have the question. It's just turn it into content.
Exactly.
Short clip, 30 seconds to a minute, tops them. You're good to go. It's just how it starts. Most of us just feel a little uncomfortable being behind the camera, or in other words, being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
We want to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
Most of us feel uncomfortable being in front of the camera. I don't know a specific reason. I'm one that I don't really feel comfortable, and Kevin's helping me. I'm doing this to help me just kind of like break out of that shell, because I need to socialize more. And it's a great way to start. And this way, we will use those same techniques to help you to start creating content. There's a whole bunch of content that already exists in his YouTube page and in the Grow Moringa Collective. You could use that content that's already made, and you can add a little extra.
Yeah, it's your flair.
It's easier. It's a little complicated the way I'm saying it right now, because I don't want to dive in deep, but
like we have scripts. We have scripts.
Exactly.
Even though that I've said it a certain way, but when you read it, when you say it, everybody is going to resonate differently.
Exactly.
People resonate with my energy a certain way. People resonate with Julian a certain way. People resonate with a woman, a younger, older. If you're from Texas, I can see how like one of our members, the way he talks is how he writes, and he's really genuine and humble, and he gets a lot of like really great feedback and testimonials. And
it's because everybody has something to say, and believe it or not, somebody out there is going to be listening.
Oh yeah, even if it's
give it
only
a
one.
try.
We were
give it
just
a try,
talking
yeah.
about they're getting rid of likes.
Yep.
You're getting rid of followers and
They're
friends.
getting rid of friends, they're getting rid of likes, they're getting rid of followers. So they're making it easier for people to produce more content.
Yeah.
YouTube is one that's actually promoting people to do more content. They're paying out more money.
Yeah, we make a couple $100 a month.
Because more people are watching TV formats, content in TV formats. People are not there's canceling subscription to Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that. Because they're all on YouTube, they're all on TikTok. It doesn't make any sense. You know, you could entertain yourself while you educate yourself. So why
That's what
why
this
keep-
is.
yeah, why
This is
keep paying for these
edutainment.
other services? And now all this can be used for yourself to make money. Did I say that right? You can
Yes.
use yourself all this information, all this content for you to make more money besides selling Moringa. You were using the content to bring traffic to your website to
Right.
make more money.
Well, that's kind of like what I'm trying to tell people is, and I said this to like you don't have to have land or trees or touch the product. Oh, I know what I
Yeah.
said. You don't have a business if you don't have emails and phone numbers.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's what you was gonna cover here.
Yeah, we can jump right into
Yeah.
that, essentially going into
The growth OS.
the fact that I was looking for help in the store last week.
Exactly.
It's been a couple months where I've had some part-time help. We've had some people leave, just transitioning,
Here and there.
retiring, moving, you know, so the store is kind of going in through changes. And so I said, you know what? I need to go ahead and apply and ask. I just need to ask. And thankfully I have like 20,000 contacts. I have about 15,000 emails, and I sent out an email with the click of a button using Growth OS.
Mass email.
So a mass email went out. 2,000, I can see how many people opened it and clicked it. 2,000 people opened it and clicked it. 10 people sent me a resume, and one person showed up at the time and got the job.
And that's how it's worked. That's what you was mentioning earlier. You don't need the product. You don't need the tree. You don't need the land. If you have a customer list, if you have a lot of followers, each of those followers is a potential customer. That's the reason why he's saying
specifically on YouTube if you have subscribers, but if they're getting rid of friends and things like that, Instagram, I think they're still gonna have followers.
I think they will, but it's just I know Zuckerberg wanted to get rid of your friend list to either force you to find them again, just I guess to create traffic.
You know what's happening is you don't need friends or followers. The algorithm is changing to where I said this. If you post one time, you could go viral. You could get 1 million views just by creating an account.
You never know. It all depends on what you do. It's all on your charisma, your attitude, the way you talk to people.
I think a lot of it also has to do with local.
Yeah,
I think a big part of it, which is what we're focusing on.
Yeah, mostly.
With Growth OS is helping you launch your business locally. Hyper local has always been our thing. So like when you become a member and you come into Growth OS and you get access to Growth OS, essentially what I'm going to do is help tailor your marketing and advertising to your local area, so that way you can get the first 100 customers from your local area, right? Because those people are going to be possibly coming in to see you, at least resonate with you because you're close by. You might have the same like slang words or what dialect, or you know, like
or even accent
accents,
because people tend to segregate, believe it or not, and you find your tribe, you find your people, and usually those are the ones you start selling to. And those are the people you resonate with. So you create content, it starts with them. Before you know it, it starts spreading. And all it takes is just that one person to share your content for you to go viral.
Yeah.
That's why so many people are constantly just posting and recording everything, because everybody wants to go viral. Once you go viral, you could use that, you can leverage that to make more money. That's all it is. Yeah. You want to make that dope.
Yeah, exactly. And if you are not able to make content, I have a lot of content that can be repurposed and chopped and screwed and clipped and captioned and now with AI as powerful as it is, things can be like I could have 10 videos that have really, really good moments and then put them all together to make a 1-minute clip, you know, and so that's what we're helping people with. So I just wanted to let everybody know that we finally found someone for the store. It didn't take very long. I say finally because I just have felt like I've wanted someone full time that was local, that's starting fresh at this point that we're at right now. Like we have a full store. It's summertime. We have full supply coming in.
Trees are bushy.
Trees are coming in. We just harvested 10 bins
A greenhouse
of
full.
greens.
You know, it's just, it's a lot to do, every time I showed up, I give him my hand, help with this.
I'm
And
always
even during the
working.
week, he's always working 24/7. It's just, it's insane. When you have that much work, you need more people. So
Yeah.
that's why he's providing us with all his knowledge about the Moringa business for us to learn as much as we can and start our own.
Because I want to be a supplier for you, right?
Yeah.
I'm building a company that is able to spread its hands. If you don't have anything, I want you to know that we have organically grown, high quality USA Moringa in stock, and I'm training people to grow, to have a supply. Right now, a lot of the orders that are coming into the website are coming from my supply. But eventually we have, you know, other farms down the street from here that are starting to come
Yeah.
online with us that are growing, that have a supply. But if you don't have anything, all you need is a software
Oh yeah.
that's essentially going to get your business going. And that's what Growth OS is a software of services that congregate everything that you need in order to operate, like getting contents. Like you could even say, without even having anything, saying, hey, I'm launching my business next week, you know, or I have a pre-sale offer. Like I'm going to be having Moringa here in the next month. Get on my email list so that way you're some of the first people that get my sale, my first product that I have on
Once they get
sale.
up and running, boom.
If you get 100 emails from that, you get 50 phone numbers from that. Where do you put them? How do you get them?
You already have a client list.
That's through this.
That's how you
through
keep
this
them,
right here.
That's the manager. That's how you keep them organized. That's how you text. That's how you call.
Yeah,
That's how you
and
track.
it's through this. It's a capture form. It's a lead magnet capture form. Growth OS is a website builder, and it also helps to store all your contacts. When Julian is getting all of these numbers together, and I say, hey, go into Growth OS and grab all our numbers, it's because we
Pull the
have
numbers and I start typing.
all the
writing down
text messages from the last week in there. And this is from all over the world. People are texting us. We got, I mean, you saw all the
Yep.
texts this
They
week.
keep coming.
There was probably like what,
coming.
maybe 50 or 100 texts in between the people that texted BioBox,
Yep.
right?
Because it's not only just one day. He's doing it throughout the whole week as he does other content too. So
Yeah. So you want to be able to track all of your emails, your contacts, bring people in, fill out forms. What's another thing that you want to do? You want to be able to have consistent communication. That way, when they come to your website, you thank them for giving you your email, and then what do you need to do? You have to touch
and you put in that email list.
them 7 times. On average, someone needs to see you, your content, your email, your text, or even a call from
You'll
you
say don't let you exit. Oh,
about
wait,
7 times.
I can get my Moringa from this guy. I seen him a while. I get the emails. I seen him on TikTok. I seen him. Let me get it from him.
Yes.
That's how it works. They got to know you exist. And sometimes they might have to see you 10, 20 times to know that you exist. And that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's on social media. Keep that in mind. Everybody's trying to go viral because they want to be seen so they can make that dough.
Yeah.
Now,
A lot of people want to see that I'm real.
oh yeah,
So
that's
they
the
come
biggest
in.
one. You want to touch? Are you real?
Yeah, they
Are
want to
you
see that
real?
I'm real. So people just come in and just say, I just wanted to see if you were real, if this was a real thing.
Yeah, it's all that AI. I get it. I get it.
And so for your business, if you don't have anything to start, at least to tell people that you're real is to get on the phone. And if you don't have a place where people can come in and see you, just say, hey, I don't really meet with people. I don't have a proper place set up, but we can do business over the phone. You know, so there's many ways to get started in doing business. That's what I teach. That was a little bit of like tech. I'm just kind of pulling up the slides because I have 8 beautiful slides that I made over the last week, and I'm super excited to show them. So like, if you're worried about not having tech skills,
that's not a biggie, honestly.
no, that's actually the biggest thing. A lot of people say is that I don't want to start my business because they're worried about tech.
Yeah, but we have AI. A lot of this stuff, all these not what I want to say this right. I don't know how to say people that are not tech savvy.
Yes, that's it.
if you're not tech savvy, get an AI assistant. They'll
Well,
basically do it for you. Just ask them, hey, how do
you
I
can
do
get
this?
an AI assistant in Growth OS.
Oh, there you go.
It's an upper level tier. So we were talking a little bit about tiers for membership.
More tools for the business.
You can come into the Grow Moringa Collective for $27.
Just to start.
That's our business plan. But we have a pro package with Growth OS that's $97 a month.
That's a full business.
It's a business bundle. But if you want the AI integrated with the chatbot and everything, and you want to get everything taken care of, that can run upwards of $297 a month, or even depending on how much you want us to do for you, it could be $900 a month.
Keep in mind, it's like having that extra employee.
Exactly.
Because that's basically what AI is. It's an
Yeah,
extra
but what we
employee.
would have to do is we would have to because I'm in the process of making my AI, and I'm not opposed to just duplicating it.
Oh
and giving
yeah,
it to you.
yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Right.
That'd be great. That'd be great. You have your, you clone yourself, your voice, your image, and now you have your AI clone doing content for you. Come on.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
You
So
don't
it's
have to
easier
worry
now than
about-
ever. But say like we have, I don't know, probably 100 members that are like over 70.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing is that they never even got on the computer.
Yeah, they're learning TikTok and Facebook now.
So they're just like, I refuse.
Yeah, they don't. I get that. That's hard. That's not hard.
Yeah.
I want to get around, but there has to be an easier way.
But I know 80-year-olds that are in the members area with us, that are doing it with us.
Well, keep in mind everybody's different too, like for example, I'm not big on social media. I just don't like it. I have my accounts and I forget passwords and I open a new one and it's like I don't care. I'll get in here and there and I don't care. But for this, I'm gonna have to force myself to be more active, more integrated, open other social media accounts. I'm gonna have to because that's the only way you make your business grow. You have to go where the people are, and the people right now are in social media. So
I didn't even have social media until I had a business.
Yeah, there you go.
I was off of it for 5 years.
Yeah, it's just the best.
I got it when I was in college, but then after I was going through college, I was like, I didn't see any point of it. I got completely off of it. My parents are not on it really at all either. But then as soon as I was like, I need to have a business, I was like, I guess I have to.
You gotta go where the people are.
So you don't have to make a personal account. It can all be business accounts. And it's just if you think that you can't learn something new, I'll tell you right now that you can. Okay. It very simply because we walk you through it. Like I walk people through over the phone, hundreds of people over the phone of just downloading the app.
Yeah.
And taking time with people who have never even downloaded an app before. Like I've walked people through that hundreds of times.
I remember when I first started, I was changing the name of my barcode.
Yeah.
And you actually walked me and some other members, you walked us through the process of doing that.
Yes.
So it's it's a fact.
Oh, your affiliate link?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. It's just there's so many.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. So we're here to walk you through a lot of that stuff. You can get on the phone with me, but then also once you sign up to the membership and choose the pro package to get Growth OS, then that's gonna allow us to work closer together to make things even easier for you, because we can implement chatbots, AI, and even just hook up your websites, hook up your phone number. We can get you a business phone number, email, and then everything can be in one place. I can't really say this enough.
It'd be really nice and organized.
Yeah, if you don't have Growth OS, you don't have a business. I even asked a lady that came in the other day, I was like, do you know what a CRM is? And she was like, no. People don't really know what a CRM is. Growth OS is a CRM, which is a customer relations management tool. It puts everything all in one to deal with all your customers, and it helps you to follow up.
It manages your contact list, makes it easier for you.
And helps you to make the sale.
Yeah.
Helps you to close that deal. Right. So, thanks a lot, everybody, for listening to our updates with Growth OS. Can I just really quickly show the website?
Yes.
I want to show the website because I just finished it. Let me go to growmoringa.com. I'm going to share my screen. I just changed this photo. Okay. Growmoringa.com. Main website. Membership has 7 tools for success to help you reach your goals and dreams. We have teachers Monday through Friday that teach at 8 p.m.
Faithfully.
You can catch up with us. Thanks to Julian, we have our latest videos, training, masterclass training videos. And we have some testimonials. But if you click pricing plan, it takes you to the new Growth OS checkout page. This video is going to explain a little bit more as to what Growth OS is. What we offer is a suite of tools to help you launch your business effortlessly. It's helping you with sales and marketing. It's giving you support from people that have sold millions of dollars worth of Moringa already.
You would have the experience.
And has it automated and allows you to scale. Start with the vision. Ask yourself, what is your why? Find your passion for wanting to have this business. Essentially, it should be to help people, to help more people to get healthy. We're literally just supplying people with Moringa. This is why I don't understand. Like, there's going to be haters no matter what. But how can you hate on somebody that's literally trying to literally just help people get Moringa in their hands?
People hate on everything. People hate on Facebook. People hate on Android. People hate on Apple.
That's why they're getting rid of the friends. That's what you were just saying.
Yeah, weren't they burning down Tesla trucks and cars?
Oh my God.
It's just people hate on everything.
But the secret to growing a business is the system and removing the fear behind just confusion of, oh, well, I have to have a platform, I have to get, sign up for this and I have to get that. And then I have to have emails and I have to phone number, everything all in one place, one payment, and that will ensure a long-term success. You can get paid right through the text messaging. There's pay this invoice tool inside of Growth OS, or when you're talking back and forth with people. You also get a dashboard like this that is going to show you new deals, new appointments that you set. You can even tailor your business to where you don't sell any product and all you do is do consultation.
That's it.
If people have questions about Moringa, if you read my book and you have your book in front of you, your whole business could be $1 a minute. $1 a minute. Right? It does. It's fresh right off. Smells like a Moringa forest. It's right off the press, and your whole business could literally be answering people's questions $1 a minute, where it's like, hey, I'm on the phone with you, and if you'd like to talk, we can talk and I can answer questions and do consultation.
Moringa-based consultation.
Consultation business. You can figure out, there's so many creative businesses that can be wrapped around just this one tree, which is amazing. I'm going to just keep going real quick and show you this website that I just finished. It took me a couple weeks. Actually, it took me 4 years to put it all together.
Just a couple of weeks.
It took me 4 years to put all of this. I had to learn the platform myself. I had to prove that I could sell $1 million worth of Moringa on this platform to even be able to say that you can train with me in this platform. Tech, marketing, selling, copywriting, helping you to learn how to design new spaces, to be proficient on social media, to actually connect and network with people in a community, because Growth OS comes with membership, and then also to help with your mindset, positive reinforcement, making sure that these things, just being around people and talking and taking Moringa yourself.
I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
You need to take Moringa. If you don't take Moringa, how are you going to sell it? Because once you start taking it and you see all the benefits, you're like, oh, you're sold, man. You're going to sell it with a passion.
Yeah.
Because you believe in the product. But you got to try it. I think the last time I mentioned about try Moringa for 30 days, a 30-day challenge. Try it. See how it works for you. Mm-hmm. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
See how it gives you energy, how it treats you, your digestive system.
Yeah.
Your circulation. How do you feel? Are you feeling more energetic? Are you feeling more energy? No, I just said it. I said energetic. I was getting energized. Redundant right there.
Energy boost.
Yeah, mostly. And the energy that you get from it is very natural. It doesn't feel like coffee or these energy drinks.
No,
You really don't feel it coming. You just have an energy about it.
I
Just
think
make
it's
you go
because
throughout
it's
the day.
anti-inflammatory and it's helping with circulation in the blood.
That's
So
probably
it's
what it
just
is.
kind of like a subtle, like, I feel really good.
Because
I feel real good
a
right
lot
now.
of people don't understand moringa is also medicine besides being food. So imagine eating something that is really good for you, that is helping to develop your muscles, but at the same time, it's removing all that pain.
Yeah,
So you're not feeling it. You're
yeah,
not feeling that. You just you just want to go about the day. You're like, I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. It's moringa.
yeah, definitely for sure. So I'm just kind of going through this new website that I built. It's just talking about the platform itself that we built, Growth OS, being able to attract all your leads and turning them into customers through conversation and giving them gifts, and then closing those deals by setting appointments, getting people on the phone, telling people where they can shop with you, providing them with payment links and invoices. So that way this helps you to make sales. We've had a few people so far sign up. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is getting some of the members signed up this week with Growth OS. Pricing right now is $97 a month. You can start with membership, our business plan for $27 a month, but then you can upgrade to Growth OS for $97 a month.
Yeah.
And here's the details. All the details are here. And you can see that there's about 7 tools that we offer inside the members area for $27 a month. And then we have Growth OS included for $97 a month. So everything is included here. If you go to growmoringa.com, check the pricing plan, that'll take you in and it'll explain everything that you need to know about Growth OS. That's really what I wanted to share. I was super excited about getting that done. We worked really hard on that website over the last couple weeks.
Well, it looks amazing. So I know you're gonna get more traction. And one of the things that I would like to cover too, besides the website, is that one of the things that's trending now, because we're in season, is to raise garden beds. So get your seeds. Do your raised garden beds about what? How many inches or feet? How?
Oh, you want to build your bed up to like 6 inches a foot off the ground?
And then just start your 10,000 seat there. You need about 6x4, give or take. That's not really a big space. Or even about
how many seats? 1,000?
1,000?
1,000.
Oh, I said 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you need big.
I have 10,000 here because I have 10 beds.
Exactly, one per bed.
Yeah.
1,000 per bed.
So
yeah, we got that, and then we were talking.
That's like a trending. That's something.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's something else. People are asking how to cut back their trees. So they're asking, how do I harvest? How do I cut back? Knee high is about the best. If you have an established big tree, a lot of branches really tall, you don't want to use ladders. That's the idea of moringa. You're not bending over to harvest. You're not using ladders.
No.
Keep your trees at a height that is easy for you to harvest, so you don't have to use ladders or anything like that. If they're big, cut them about knee high. Once they start growing, you know 6 feet. Don't try to go anything past 6 feet because you're just gonna cut down those branches. Boom, put them aside and start drying those leaves.
Yeah.
So the bigger it is, the heavier it's gonna get, and the more work you're gonna have.
Exactly.
The shorter it is, the more you're gonna bend over. So you want that like that good high. So if you keep the trunk about knee high, when it starts giving all those branches, it's gonna be just a little bit above you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy to harvest.
I have an example of that. There was a video from Lakeland that I just harvested. She had a big tree, and she had cut. It's like over 10 years old, and it's massive right here at the base, and it's got 3 big trunks coming out from it. And I cut the trunks down to here, and then one to here, and then another one down to my knees. So that way there was 3 staggered, right? So there was one at knee high, one at like chest high, and one at like head high. So that way that head high one sprouts up. That could do flowers and things. That could be for the bees and the pollinators and the birds. The middle one can be for us. The lower one can also be for us and for animals on the ground because they eat it too. Yeah. So you can structure your tree for you. Like people I think are really worried. So a big trend this year is going to be just cutting all of your big trees that are super massive.
Avoid those ladders.
Yeah, because the last 10 years, people have been starting to grow moringa since they've heard of us and heard of my mission, my moringa mission. Getting one moringa tree in everyone's backyard was something that I started talking about 10 years ago. And I started cutting big trees back that were from an earlier generation when I came out. So like in 2015, the trees that I was harvesting around town, it was kind of like they were already like 10 years old.
Okay.
And so they were like
They were
super massive.
established.
It was from the generation of growers before me. You know, like
When you
my
first started?
mentors, like when I first started, the permaculture people and my teachers, my farming teachers and everything, when I was coming out in 2015, they were the ones that planted those trees. So
Okay.
I got access to lots of properties and lots of trees just by being in that space. Like I got in all of the permaculture meetings and groups and started going to events and conferences and meeting people and farmers markets. Really, the farmers markets is really what allowed me to get into people's homes.
Yeah.
And so I started bringing trees back even 10 years ago, knee high, chest high, head high, so that way people didn't have to get into a ladder. One of our members actually got into a ladder and fell and broke his ribs.
Oof, yeah.
So he was out of it for like 2-3 years. Like this
That's
was
not-
like 3
that's
years
not me.
ago.
It's-
And he hasn't been able to move much. He's an older guy and
Yeah.
he's like just harvesting his trees up in his ladder.
This is meant to be a supplemental. You don't want to go crazy.
No, get
You
your
need to make it
trees
easy for
down.
you. Yeah.
You can even use a handsaw and just slowly get your tree just down to a manageable level. Otherwise, it's going to break in a storm anyways.
Yeah.
The hurricanes are going to blow it all.
And something else. If it's a well-established tree, don't feel afraid of cutting it in half. It's gonna grow again. It has
Yeah.
those big roots. It's gonna
Yeah.
grow again.
Thank you.
And if you're too concerned and you're worried that it might die, then just do like half of the tree, and then once that one starts sprouting new greens, then you
Right.
take the other half.
Right.
And that way you know it's gonna stay alive.
Yeah, because you can have a tree that you let go completely on one half and then it has another shoot coming up and you just keep that
Yeah.
one short.
Yeah, that too.
Exactly.
There's different ways.
Nice. That's a good trend.
Yeah.
So a trend would be
No
a
matter.
thousand
Thousand
seeds in a raised bed about the size of this table,
Give or take. Yeah.
like a 7x3 or something like that, a 6x4 or a 5x5. Whatever your small raised bed is, go ahead and get like 1,000 seeds in that raised bed. This is 1,000 seeds right here. It's not much. Everybody should be planting at least 1,000 seeds right now. I planted 75,000 seeds 2 months ago, and I am surrounded by green abundance, life, and it's an investment. Today, the trees are this big. Next month, the trees are going to be this big.
They grow fast.
The month after that, the trees are going to be this big.
They grow really fast.
This is my bank. You know what I'm saying? Like
Green.
it always
Green
increases in value. Like this time right now, the starter kits that we're shipping out, the trees are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So people that ordered, a couple months ago, early in the season, they wanted to get a head start. If anything happened with your trees, if you get a starter kit now, the trees are much, much bigger. So if you're trying to re-up again, if some of your trees didn't make it, I have a coupon. I have a coupon code for you. You can DM me, you can email me or text me if you want to get a coupon. I have a special coupon right now just in case. If you ordered from me in the past and something happened to your order, just text me and let me know that your order, whatever. I also have been sending out emails to anybody that was not happy or satisfied with their orders. That's a big part of a business is, hey,
you're providing a warranty, you're providing a guarantee too. If they're not happy, they get a replacement.
Maybe at the time I didn't have something, sometimes I get so busy with the amount of like influx, because like if I send 50 packages out and like 20 of those people message me like 2-3 weeks later saying, hey, my trees are not growing, I want a refund or I want my money back. It's like, wait, like the tree's still in shock. Just wait. So if at all you ordered, in February, March, April, May, and maybe some of them popped or maybe, some of them didn't pop and come back, let me know because I'm happy now. I'm better equipped because it's in season now. Like the trees are here.
Yep.
Like I couldn't do anything 3 months ago.
Because it was the end of winter and
I was
it was
just getting, I was
It was
literally
just
out in the
starting.
field. Everybody was messaging me and I was just like, I'm in the field. I've got, I can hit you up in June, but I didn't know how to handle
You
it.
was just
I'm
getting
still
started with
learning
the
how to
greenhouse, too.
handle like talking to people because it's such a seasonal job. It's such a seasonal job. Like farming and nature is a seasonal thing.
Yep.
And so like to tell a customer like, hey, hit me back in 3 months. I'm still
You're like,
not
"What?"
used to that. It's like I want to help them right then and there.
That's why you want to be able to constantly grow and dry. You always be drying, always be
Yeah.
producing. Because
Always be planting.
always be planting a pound at a time. Believe it or not, a pound at a time before
Here,
you know
show them that.
it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna show you next. Is this week on the farm? Julian came in and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I literally was just harvesting trees
yeah,
in the pots.
Just snapping.
Yeah. So these trees now are about this big. These are 60-day-old trees.
And when we cut them, we probably cut them 4 to 6 inches
That's
from
what I'm
the
saying.
base. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
these are about 2 feet.
so.
tall?
There's probably still this much. So the tree itself is like already 3-4 foot tall.
Yeah.
In the pot.
Very well established too.
And they have root tubers on them. So we're gonna get these greens on the racks. We're gonna dry them up. Look how green they are. But the point is to harvest your greens when they're green.
Exactly.
I noticed that the lowering,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
like the lower bits were starting to turn
Here's an
yellow.
example.
Right. So lower down, they were starting to turn yellow. So I was looking, I was like, you know what? It's starting to rain every day.
So you can tell your leaves are getting old when they start turning yellow. When they're fresh and new, they're really green. The lighter the green the color, the fresher they are.
Look at this.
So
The tree is only 60 days
I love the way
old.
this smells. Man.
This one's only 60 days old.
Yeah, tall.
Look at that.
And this one's still green.
Yeah.
If you wait till this gets nice and woody.
Yeah, and then you could plant it.
Yep.
So that's actually that's what I was saying to you earlier was, I took cuttings off the website.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so I took cuttings off the website because it just seemed like for years I have unhappy customers because they ordered cuttings because it's cheaper. Right. So they're avoiding paying the $50 for the starter kit, or they're avoiding paying $50 for the microgreens kit. So they get the cuttings because they're $20.
Honestly, I think the starter kit is, which is the starter kit, this
Yeah.
other one. I think it's a better this one.
Yeah, it comes with the 10 trees.
Because it has 10 trees already. Even if it's $5 a tree, that's $50 right there. How much is the regular price for a 2-footer? About 20,
In a
25?
pot, yeah. But see, you're getting it without a pot, just bare root, so I can bring the price down because I'm keeping the pot, I'm keeping the soil.
What? You're giving them the fertilizer plus you're giving the
Yeah,
bio.
yeah.
So I just think it's better. It's no point.
That's why I took the cuttings off. I literally just before going live, I was like,
yeah, we're talking.
I'm not doing cuttings anymore because it just seems like over 50% of the customers are not happy with the cutting because they're the customer that's choosing the cheaper product.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that they're getting a better deal, but then those are the customers that are struggling, not only financially, they want to get it going, but then they feel gypped, then they feel scammed, then they look at me like then they think nasty on me every time they see or think about Moringa, and I don't want that on my name.
I get it.
So I took cuttings off the website because this is what I want to tell people is start with a tree, because by the end of summer you'll have your own cuttings.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was saying
it grows fast.
So you have your own cuttings and you can make as many trees as you want. Get the 10 trees that are in the starter kit, then that way you can get cuttings.
Plus something else, once you start making your own cuttings, now you know how they're gonna react to temperature, weather, if it's gonna dry out too fast, if you need to bring it inside, you're gonna know.
Yeah, that's another thing.
If it's too short, if it's too long, well, actually, if it's too big, it's not a problem. The bigger the cutting, the better. The better.
Yeah.
But just saying, I remember I took one of my plants to my property and I just cut it and I took a really strong sapling about that long. It was just like about that thin, and I just stuck it right next to the plant.
Yeah.
A week later, when I came back, it was actually giving new green. So I'm like, oh,
right.
I didn't expect it to do that. I just said, heck, I'll try it, and I got it. So
I mean, that's perfect because you're here and it's summer.
Mhm.
But the trouble is when I get an order in February in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then they're like, my cuttings didn't start. And I'm like,
it's winter.
It's winter. You're in Pennsylvania, and it's a cutting. It's not summer. It's not wet.
Yeah.
Like cuttings do well in wet
They
season.
need a little bit of humidity.
They need some humidity. They need some heat. They're having to start a whole new root system.
Yeah.
So I just took cuttings off. We have microgreens kit back on the website,
which are actually better than the cuttings.
so that way you can let me show everybody what a microgreens kit actually looks like. When it pops, 100 trees in there, and then you can start to pull these out and plant them in separate pots or get them in the ground.
How I like to do it is, once they grow, I cut them off. I harvest green for ourselves, and I wait another 30 days. They're gonna get stronger.
Yes.
And now there's actually a little bit more resilient, and they will better withstand that transplant.
Yeah.
So if you can't cut them once or twice before you transplant them, even better. And
Yeah,
because
these are cut.
Yeah, you can tell.
I cut these, and then they bushed out again with a whole nother
Then they
leaf.
start giving out more branches, and
Yeah.
the little stem gets stronger, it gets darker.
I popped all the tops off. I just popped all those little tops off. That way it stayed short and it thickened those up down below.
Yeah, because man, the wind is gonna knock them over, and they're just gonna.
Yeah.
So you think something's wrong with them? Nothing's wrong with them. It's just the better way to grow them is like this, because they hold each other up. If you're growing one by itself, it's gonna attract bugs and lizards. Love everything because I got mines behind my property, and lizards are constantly jumping on it, and they've broken a couple of a couple of trees. So I try to just keep them all together like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like tie them around with something.
Nice.
So that way if they jump, they just like don't push everything.
Hey, that's
because
cool.
I don't want them to keep breaking.
You can also do chopsticks.
Yeah, but most of them are already broken. I've noticed they actually do better this way.
Yeah, they
When you're
do.
growing like that together, they just hold each other up.
They hold each other up. They feed each other.
Mhm.
And if one of them is weak or mutated or doesn't have strong genes, it dies and it gives the power to the one that makes it, to the stronger one.
Yeah, because that's something else. You wanna weed out the weaker ones.
Yeah.
And although it's a very resilient, strong plant, it's easy to kill plants. You know, for some reason, us humans, at least I know I kill plants easily.
Oh, I've killed more millions of plants than I have.
And when you don't have a lot of experience, where you're new to this, you're just gonna kill them left and right. So that's why this plant is good. It doesn't require a lot of water.
No.
It's drought tolerant. You can put it in a pot and just maybe water it once a week.
That's
You know,
ideal.
you got to keep an eye on it though. But I'm just saying,
Water
it's a
when
great
wet. Water when wet. That's people ask me all the time. When should I water? When it's dry. Or sorry, water when wet. Water when it's dry. That's what I said. I say water it once it's dry. Don't water it if it's wet.
Yeah,
only water it if it's dry.
Yeah. I'm like, wait,
Water wet.
It's like, wait, you want to water it after it rains and water it some more?
No. That's why I
cut
cut all those tops, because the pots. It's weird because 2 months ago I couldn't keep those pots wet.
I know, and now there's just too much water.
Now it's so much water. It's raining every day that I'm cutting all of those back to expose the sun. But now a lot of the ones that were underneath, they were falling over.
Yeah.
Getting too much. They were falling over and then creeping along to the side. When we cut all that, did you see how some of those were bent
they have
and fall over?
They have like a U shape.
Yeah.
Well, one of mine is just like that. It just falls to the side and
And it
starts
comes
going
right
back up again. It has this crazy.
That's cool. We have a guy that's been growing moringa in his office in New York City.
Is he doing like a little bonsai?
And it like fell over the pot and it like drooped all the way down, but then it's coming back up. It's literally like a 2-year-old tree that has wood on it. That's now like a hanging plant. Yeah, hanging bonsai.
Probably grows really big and hang other plants off of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were actually asking me about this whole business thing, and I was bringing up the sovereignty thing.
So a lot of people have questions when it comes down to the food cottage rules, because they're like, oh, do I need to start an LLC in order to start this Moringa business? Well, Moringa is one of those few products that works great under the food cottage rules, because your product needs to be preservable on the shelf. No need for refrigeration. And Moringa is one of those where you can make powder or tea, so it's preservable on the shelf.
Yeah.
That automatically qualifies for the food cottage law.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. under Florida law, the food cottage allows you to make up to $250,000 a year without paying taxes. But if your business is growing, you need to expand, then you need to expand your entity. One of the main reasons why a lot of people start with a food cottage law is because it doesn't require certain permits like the FDA inspections and food permits.
Mhm.
You don't need to have like a food operating facility or anything like that
Yeah.
because it's under a food cottage law. Once your business grows really big and it's making more than $250,000 a year, now you have to build that structure. Was it a DBA or the?
Yeah, just getting more protections.
Yeah, you got to protect more of your personal assets, and you're expanding your business because now you're making more, and you have to pay more taxes. So yeah.
like you and I starting off, if
Mhm.
we're watching this for the first time and I just came across Moringa and I want to start my business today, can I start my business today without having to get any kind of license or anything?
Yes, because you're going to be protected under the food cottage rule.
And also the fact that your name is a business.
Yeah, because when you at the end of the year, when you do your social security, you're doing it under your social security. When you're doing your taxes, you're using your social security name.
That's a business. That's an account.
Yeah,
that's a business account.
That's like the IEN.
It's a business account.
And that's what you use. So Kendall was explaining something. When you're making money, let's say you don't have an entity, you just want to start making money. You go ahead and start making money. At the end of the year, when you file your taxes, and you see that you have a lot of expenses and you gotta pay the government all these taxes and all this crazy stuff. That's when you realize, oh wait, that's the purpose for the entity.
Exactly. So
it's always better to start with an entity.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
Some people are like anti everything.
Yeah.
Right. Especially plant people that are watching this.
Yeah. No, I don't want no government, no taxes, no permits.
We're in a capitalist society. And this is how I was explaining is that when we're born, our government created a business under our name. So our name is already a business. And you don't have to go create a new business. You can actually operate under your own name. Now, if you want to protect yourself as you get bigger and you have more product, protect your personal assets. You don't want to put all that income under your personal. Maybe you don't want to have a personal PayPal or a personal Venmo or a personal Zelle. So that way everything's going into your personal bank account, convoluting all of your tax information,
making it harder.
With your W-2.
Losing more money.
You can get bank accounts anywhere under your name. Like you can walk in and have 50 different bank accounts, right, under your name. And so you could manage it in your own way. But then the next step would be the LLC. And then, DBA. I had a DBA first for a couple years, which is just kind of like that in-between step where you're like, you know what? I just want to have a name other than my own, but it's not really officially anything yet.
Yeah, it's like, I want to start a business.
I'm testing the waters. That's what a DBA is. Yeah. Doing business as, and I was a DBA for many years because it's cheap. There's really little to no anything cost for a DBA. But then I started expanding outside of the cottage rule and getting selling a little bit more and wanting to have more official bookkeeping records, and so that's when I created an LLC. And then after creating an LLC for the shop, I created an LLC for the collective business. This business right here, the ownership.
Okay.
The ownership business. So this is its own LLC.
Yeah.
Right. And then I created another LLC. And so like I have like 3 LLCs. I even made my name an LLC. Right. So now I've got
that. I just learned something new.
Then I created my family trust. So I've got like 5 different entities, but then I've got 3 of them in a holding company. So then I have a corporation that is now holding 3 separate things.
Goes through
so like the shop just does like products. For us, we have a shop LLC. And then we have a collective LLC, and that's where memberships and the people and the books, the coaching, the digital assets come in place.
Yeah, because you need to separate certain entities from the different parts of your business. Sometimes you have to separate them so you can properly track the expenses.
Yeah,
because certain parts of the business won't have as much overhead as the other parts.
And that's why your business should just be Moringa. Don't worry about turmeric
Yeah, make it
and
simple.
bamboo and
The
chaya
simpler the better.
and this and that and this and that. Because I run around here constantly reminding myself, oh, I could sell thousands of dollars of this, and I've got bananas, and I could sell thousands of dollars of bananas, but then I'm just like spinning my head around.
Concentrate on one thing.
But because I've been able to focus on this one plant, I've been able to make it to $1 million.
I'm gonna give a good example. When you go to a restaurant that has a very big menu, you can spend 30 minutes to an hour
Just looking at the menu.
deciding what to eat, and you still don't know what to eat. But then you go to McDonald's, it has like 10 things in the menu, be like, menu number 2.
Exactly.
Like that.
That was
because
planned.
the less items you have, the less products you're selling, the easier it is for you to manage. And that's what you want. You want it to make it easy. The easiest way for you to make money with one single item. Because you don't have to make all the products. You just have to sell the item that allows people to make all these products. That's it. That's it. You don't need anything else. That's why Kerry is saying, just grow one thing. Grow moringa.
And even if you're not growing one thing, just make that one thing your business. Make moringa your business, even if you don't have land and you don't have trees. But this is the thing that you want to talk about because you know that it's helping people with their blood sugars and blood pressure.
Their IBS.
It's helping people get out in the garden. Like for me, like I was just joking with Catherine about this last night about like how I am like I pull weeds. I pull weeds. That's it.
Basically,
it's like my job.
We're pulling weeds too.
Yeah, we're pulling weeds. And it's like the simple life is honestly like, this is a good life. This is a really good life.
You're working underneath the sun. You're doing God's good work.
Yeah.
You're helping other people become healthy. You know, you're growing food. You're not only allowing them to be healthy, but you're also feeding them. You're feeding the world. You think about it.
And I guess what I was trying to say is without having it and you learn about it and you begin to talk about it, you begin to then embody that yourself. You know, you start to say, okay, I'm going to have a seed, and then you start planting it. If right now you don't have anything, that doesn't mean that you literally can't make money from it. You can begin to learn from it today and become an educator, right? And at least know that it has more protein than yogurt. It has more beta carotene than carrots.
It has more iron than spinach.
More iron than spinach. More calcium than milk.
It has 18 amino acids of the 20 amino acids found in nature.
Yeah, so we always kind of go back to the top 5 questions. I'm gonna put Julian on the spot. What is moringa in simple form? So it's like if you're at the farmer's market and you're at your table, what I'm looking for is just a short answer. I'm gonna ask you 5 quick questions. Okay. So what is moringa?
Well, moringa is a very highly nutritional packed super green.
Okay. What does it do?
Well, it can help anything between lowering weight. It helps you to fight on weight gain. It helps with your digestive system. It helps with IBS. Excuse me. It helps with your skin, hair. It helps with your blood pressure. It helps with your blood pressure, helps with circulation.
Good. That's perfect because you want to keep it as short as possible.
Yeah, I just got to.
Mind you, you've got 50 people walking around at the farmer's market. I'm putting you on the spot, but you've said, what is moringa?
What is it good for?
What is it good for? What does it do? And then how can I use it?
Oh, you use it very different. You can use it different ways. You can use it in oil for the skin and the hair. You can use it in powder as a supplement. You could include it in your food because since it's a higher source of protein, you can use it to increase your protein intake. You can use it for weight gain, or you can even use it for body
weight gain. Look at that.
Yeah, but that kind of weight gain. That kind of weight.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Because
baby.
And this guy's a vegan.
That's right. 13 years. That's right.
So you see, earlier I mentioned it helps you lose weight because it allows you to flush your system, but it also helps you to gain weight when it comes to muscle mass. So it helps you to gain weight the way it matters, and it helps you lose weight the way it matters. So it's a super green that allows you to become healthy.
And how much is it?
Oh, this is cheap. It can be free if you grow yourself, but right now I'm selling this pound. Let me see if I got this. This big bag, I can sell it for $50, but this is the lead. But if you join us, you get a 20% discount and you get it cheaper. Also, you get the wholesale and you get it for 50% off. So it all depends how much you want, how much you need. So
they're already walking off. All right, thanks. Have a good day.
Get out of here before they sell me something. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about for Moringa Fest.
That's the practice. If you don't practice, you won't get better. You need to get comfortable, because I don't like to sell, but that for me was easy because I already knew all the benefits. I take it myself, so I'm telling them what it has helped me with. So
yeah,
I don't think I'm selling. I'm just sharing information. And when you share the proper information and you give people what they want, they'll buy.
That was really good. That was really good for a test run, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I passed.
You did pass. Really great. I try to keep it really short and sweet. When somebody says, "What is moringa?" I just say it's a tropical tree.
Okay.
And they're like,
yeah, that's it.
Then they're the ones.
Curiosity.
I just keep it so short. I've learned that their mind starts running. What is moringa? It's a tropical tree.
You create that.
What does it do? I'm usually a smart ass about it, and I say it grows really fast. And they're like, no. Like, what does it do for me and my body? Like, what does it do for me? So then that's when I say really fast, that's when I say it's anti-inflammatory and it's good for the blood sugar and the blood pressure. And I leave it at that.
I think that's the biggest one, anti-inflammatory.
They get that.
Yeah, that's anti-inflammatory.
They get
natural anti-inflammatory. Yeah. So most of the pills are like, I'm gonna give an example. Pain medication pill. They give you Percocet, they give you Vicodins, and these are just to mask the pain. And most of the time, they're just getting you high.
Yeah.
Moringa actually helps you fight the pain. Don't believe me? Give it a 30-day try.
Just do it for yourself.
Yeah, just get the small 30-day supply bottle and try yourself. You'll be convinced.
Let's see what the members are sharing with us in the members area before we go. We had some questions this week. I know one of the members in Arizona was asking a question. Ron's really getting his program set up to where he's learning how to dry his greens. He's harvesting. Last week on the webinar, I was helping him to show him where to cut his trees back. So now he's got some greens and he's got some dried greens. I think there was a question here that I saw that popped up here that I was seeing. Of course, we have our meetings every single night. Members are getting their coupon code set up with the graphic, so that way they get their scan codes and they can get that, like
RVM10, and
just put them. They can put this scan code anywhere. You can get your own stickers and begin to promote it. There was something that I saw a question from one of. Oh, here it is. I found it. Shout out to Debbie. Debbie's usually here on the show. She's actually getting into the members area more. Thanks, Debbie, for coming in. This is where we communicate the most. And so she's letting us know that her trees are full of flowers and the branches are drooping with heavy flowers. Right. Imagine what those branches are going to do with drumsticks right now. I popped off all the flowers off of all the trees over the last 2 weeks. And now they're all bushed back out with greens.
And if they're full of flowers, harvest them. In my opinion, and this is just me, I think they're the most delicious part.
Oh, they're delicious. You can actually put them in a batter, put the flowers, the fresh flowers in a batter,
and deep fry them.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta try that. That sounds like a fire snack.
And she's also saying she's gonna grab some capsules from us. She's trying to get the wholesale prices.
There you go.
So
get that 50% discount.
I'm gonna tell her to just go over here to the members marketplace, which is over here in the menu. Here, and then there should be a featured article here that says wholesale. Just click that.
You're not sharing your screen.
No, it's here. It's sharing. Yeah. And then click the spreadsheet. And then that takes you directly to our wholesale sheet. So there it is. And whatever you need, you can get capsules. You can, there's trees, there's oil, there's seeds, there's seed capsules, there's trees. I have new links on there for new pricing. There's biostimulant, bio powder. Sizes that we took off of the website, because the website right now only has like one size. This is also what I'm learning with the shop, is like just offer the one size I know right now sales might have taken a dive on the shop because it's like, customers are used to having that certain size. But trust me, I have a feeling that as we go through and customers see that this one size is a really great size, it's the best price.
Well, it is wholesale.
Well, what I mean is on the shop, there's only one size now, like
Okay.
1 pound, right? Before I had 4 ounce, 8 ounce, 16 ounce. I had every size in
No, I
between.
get it, I get
But it
it.
was really complicated for me shipping that many different sizes. But on the wholesale sheet, I still have a lot of the sizing.
So you're
So you
gonna,
can see
just gonna
here.
be changing that soon. Okay.
So I'm gonna keep this.
Oh, okay.
I like this because then it allows members to buy at different sizes.
Oh, but you for the shop just
But
cut
for
it one
me,
side. Okay.
I'm trying to streamline the shop so that way Jackie, the new worker that's coming in,
She
can just ship out pounds, right?
It's like, oh, if we're doing powder,
Simple.
just grab.
She
She
just
don't
knows
have
to
to
make
figure out.
51 pounds.
Yeah, she don't have to figure
Yeah.
out. Oh wait, I gotta get half.
But then, like, say we did get a wholesale order yesterday from a member, and he got like 10 capsules. He got a case of capsules and a case of powder.
Okay.
Right. So then, but say like the case of powder is 4 ounces. Then when Jackie sees, oh, somebody ordered a case of powder, it's 4 ounces. She knows that she just has to make 10 4 ounces. And so it's going to help us behind the scenes. It's also going to help increase our revenue. It's also going to help you to have more in your hand at a cheaper price. Everybody likes Costco and BJ's.
Yeah.
And even now, like this is just for Debbie who was asking, she wants to get the capsules here. I've got the powder and then it goes into the capsules. So you can get a case of the bottles or you can get a case of the pouches.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it's great prices. Everything is 50% off essentially from retail. But yeah, we did business. We did wholesale.
Questions?
Did a couple questions. I think that's what I was just really doing, was just kind of going through and seeing real quick before we close up. Let's see some most recent questions. I can even go real quick what I've been really liking to do. Oh, we had somebody asking about the greens, shipping greens.
Like shipping fresh greens?
Shipping fresh greens, and I shared a
Oh,
photo.
that's nice. It sound like
Yeah, I did that. Here, let me share my screen.
That's a vacuum seal bag, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so she was asking about fresh greens, and I shared this photo.
That's a pound, right?
It's 50 grams, which is really only like a couple ounces.
Yeah.
There's 16 ounces in a pound. This is probably like an ounce.
Yeah, it's about close to 2 ounces, 28 grams per
Yeah,
ounce.
it's probably like an ounce, 2 ounces.
said-
Oh,
you
probably
said
like,
50 grams?
yeah, it's probably 2 ounces.
Yeah.
About 2
It's
ounces or
50,
so.
28 grams per ounce, so it's about a little under 2 ounces.
Yeah, and it's fresh greens.
And
this is how I
what is
took it
that?
to the farmer's market.
What does that sell for? That what is the average price?
$5.
It's not bad.
So
Now, how long do they last?
So a week.
A week. Okay.
Now in the bag like that, they only last maybe a day to 2 days.
Okay.
So the person has to
Open it up
and get some air. I was also adding, see how there's a little bit of water in there? I washed it. So what I was doing actually later on, as I got better with this, was I wasn't washing it to put the water in there. And then I was also adding a meat absorber pad
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
in there to keep absorbing it. So that way it says on the package, wash before use. So I don't have to wash it. They wash it before use. That way it keeps the water from being in the package. It lasts a little bit longer. So this was a way somebody was asking how to sell fresh greens at the farmer's market. Get your greens in a vacuum seal bag like this. Don't wash it. Just put a simple label on it.
Well, I know there's like other products that they sell. They put them in bags, but the bags have little holes and stuff like that to allow them to breathe more.
That's actually
it's like spinach, because the spinach bag is so steel, but it has like a whole bunch of itty bitty pimples.
Well, moringa wilts
Okay.
really fast.
Okay.
And I even just set some greens on the table the other day and it was wilted and dried. So the issue with moringa is because it's so much protein, it breaks down fast.
Yeah. You grab the leaf and you smell it. That strong smell that you smell it is the protein.
Yeah. And so because it's high in protein, it breaks down fast. Because it breaks down fast, it doesn't last well on the shelf. So having it sealed,
that's why it needs to be dehydrated.
Yeah, right. Ideally, yeah. Like to have a product, you want to just go straight to tea. just go straight to loose leaf tea is a bet.
That's the best way to go.
But people want to do this and that, this and that. And what I'm saying is, if you want to sell fresh greens, it's great because think about it. If this is 2 ounces and a pound is 16 ounces, so you're getting 8 of these for $5.
So you're making more money out of fresh.
5, 10, 15, 20. You're making $40 a pound off of wet.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean, you didn't have to dry it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to powder it.
Process
You
it,
didn't have to process it.
You're
literally just picking it, and it's so quick to throw 50 of those in a vacuum seal bag before market. It can literally take 15, 20 minutes to get that ready before market, and you have an extra $400 on your table. You just put that in a cooler on ice, and then when you get to the market, open up your cooler.
Oh, because it needs to be preserved.
And just keep it cold, have it on ice, and then people are just grabbing that fresh. That way they have a little bit for their sandwich that day, for the next day, and then they come back to the market next week and get it from you fresh.
If you like your fresh greens and your fresh salads, you need to put fresh moringa in your salad. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, she was asking the food saver. And so then I sent her this link, which is the supplies page, and then I have the food saver sealer on here as well. So supplies, go to growmoringa.com/supplies.
You can find the capsules in there too, right?
Empty capsules, yeah. And then where's the food saver? There it is, right there. Vacuum sealer. That's the one that I use. I've had that one. It works great. And so you can see that when you come to the members area, you get support. You know, you're asking questions. Oh, Ron really did cut them back really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
How big they are.
Yeah. See how he's putting them in trash cans?
Yeah.
And,
those are food grade.
These are like 2-3-year-old trees now. And they were clean, brand new food grade cans, which are really nice, and they're white, so it stays. Oh, I didn't even think of that because he's in the desert. So it's like, oh, that's really nice and clean. But imagine putting like a nice logo on that.
Yeah.
The way that I would sell it is I'd get the trash cans with the tires on it, with the wheels. So it'd be like wheelie.
Yeah, but the thing is, we were discussing that. The problem is that the base, because you lock it in, it won't do well on gravel. It needs to be more like
with the wheels.
The wheels need to be more like a little dolly, like a hand truck.
Yeah. I guess to move it around, I guess all you really need is a dolly.
Yeah.
But I just noticed that when I was selling these pots like this, it was really nice having already just bought trash cans with wheels.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because then I could wheel them around. Even me, I would stage trees around, and I could just wheel them around. Big trees.
Makes it a lot easier.
So and then Ron's got something really cool going on right now where he put
them in bags.
He rolled the soil up in a plastic bag.
I forgot the name of the bag. It's like
it's just like a roll, yeah.
I think it's the same bag as the vacuum sealer bag.
Yeah.
They're like thin, and he just cut them.
There's 30 of them in there.
He seals the bottom, he fills them with dirt, he puts the seed, and then he takes, I think it's like a pen or something, he pokes hole.
Yeah. What a great idea that the members came up with this together during the meetings. One of the members shared something, then they started going on a roll, and then they created this new product in a way for people to have 30 trees in a 5-gallon bucket. Imagine standing on the side of the road, Moringa, $5, and you're just pulling these trees out one by one. That's what their idea was just instead of water bottles, you've got moringa trees. Yep. What a cool idea. So come on into the members area and hang out with us. We've got a lot of people sharing their stuff and information, asking questions, and it's a great time. We have meetings every night at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Meeting usually runs for about 2 hours. You don't have to stick all day. We actually want a meeting.
Sometimes they go 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, last Monday I was there from 9 to 1 o'clock in the morning. So I guys were there from 8. It's just that after the meeting is done, we just stay back. We just hang.
And everybody's from all over the country, so everybody's all over the place, and it's like sometimes people have different times. And
you're meeting with people, with like-minded people, or we're discussing moringa. We're talking about growing different products and different things, and different ways we use it. And then we talk about other stuff that can help us be better at this, which is great. I love it. And, people are great. The Grow Moringa Collective, I'm just so happy I joined. I remember, I have to say this, I didn't come in this for the business aspect. I just wanted some moringa trees.
Wow.
And then one thing led to another. I'm here doing a
now you're at the podcast.
So here we go.
I remember you came in one day just to kind of help. And I was on the fence and considering starting a show. It was February.
Yeah, we did the ads, and we did the 3 ads. Remember?
Yeah.
We put 3 ads in.
And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna like, can you help me with the video now? Like, do you mind if I go live right now and you help?
Sure.
Behind the scenes, I was like, you could be like Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Exactly, I remember that. Everybody needs a Jamie. Now, here's the thing: a lot of people just like they hold back. I don't want to do it. I'm afraid. Look, man, just do it. You don't have to post it. Just do it, so you get comfortable of doing it. Once it's done, you review it, you edit it, you do whatever, and you'll tell yourself, "Hey, this is pretty good. I think.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna post it." And sooner or later, you're just gonna feel comfortable. You're not gonna worry anymore. This is the first thing I want you to understand: is the internet. Nobody cares. Everybody's gonna roast you. Everybody's gonna hate. Nobody cares. They'll roast you today. They'll hate today, and then tomorrow they won't even remember your name. So it doesn't matter. Do it anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Wow.
The more you put into it, the more effort you put into it, the better results you see. One day at a time, a little bit. It's just mindset.
And,
It's just the mindset.
and
You
hanging
gotta
out.
see it. Yeah.
I think hanging out is talking about it, being around the people is
Yeah,
what it's
it helps a lot.
I've seen so many people get out of their shells. I've seen so many people create accounts, and it took maybe like a year to 2 years for them to start posting regularly. Now, like half of the members literally are like having 30,000 subscribers and followers on TikTok,
And you don't
50,000 on TikTok.
And you don't even really need that much. You don't even really need that many subscribers. You just need 100 people, 100 faithful customers buying from you every month. Before you know it, you got a steady customer, you got a steady business. Social media is just to attract people. The easiest one to get the followers is TikTok. From TikTok, you migrate them to YouTube and all the other sites.
Exactly.
But that's how it works. That's how it works. It's just a little bit of time. Give it a try. Record it before you post it. If you don't like it, delete it.
We're winging it right now.
Yeah.
Like we've got 4 different phones in front of us. We're on
One
all the
on
different platforms.
cameras.
I mean, we could be streaming, professionally on one thing and have it all link into one thing,
But
but
in reality, it doesn't matter.
you just got to go for it and do it. And we're here. We would love to show with you if you want to come in and hang out with us and do a show. We're here in Tampa.
That way you can tell us what you're up to, what you're doing, how we can help, and maybe
We have a spot right here. You can fit right here.
Just scoot over to the side and we'll just tell you in there. 20 years, whatever. Yeah, have fun.
Exactly.
But that's just how it is. So I know you guys heard this. Fake it till you make it. You don't have to fake it till you make it. Learn as much as you can, and keep learning in the process, because we don't know everything, but you will learn more as you go along. And the more you practice, the more you do, the better you get at it.
Yeah,
it's just a process.
Exactly. Like for me, I started selling 100 different products from Moringa. I did it all.
Yeah.
I did it all.
You talking about like those
jellies and jams and salves and shampoos and lotions and oils and I mixing and all the flavors, all the different flavors. So like then I had lavender flavor, but then I had eucalyptus flavor, but then I had frankincense flavor. So it's a moringa with all the different flavors. And what I've been able to do is just kind of hone in on what I enjoy. Like if I really enjoyed making lotions and butters and soaps, I would have just gone with that. Okay. But one of the things that I enjoy is actually I like this method of making a living with the trees with the starter kit, where I plant 75,000 seeds and I spend half of the year just shipping trees in boxes.
Let's be honest. It's a plant. It grows by itself. You don't have to water it every day. So
that's why I put it in the ground. Because now most, like the ones that we harvested today are in pots and those are okay. But tell you, the ones that are in the ground are like 50 times better.
They grow faster, they grow taller, and
they're not falling over. They're all super sturdy and strong. The ones that are falling over are the ones that are in the pots.
Yeah, and those are actually growing straight underneath the sun. So when you're growing on a pot or you're growing indoor, you have to like get the plant accustomed to be outside, which is something I didn't know of. Which is kind of weird. Like, really? Just, but it's something that happens. It's gonna shock.
And you have to move it around because, like, at the start of the season, it was really hot right there, but I forced it. But now it's too wet there, and I might need to put it more into sun. And so it's like when it's in a pot, it's always needing to move because of the season.
Yeah, that's why you want that fast draining soil.
But the ground, no matter if it's sunny or shady, as long as it's in the ground and it has good drainage, it does really well. Yeah. More so in the sun.
Yeah. It does.
So let's call it. Let's call it a day. Yeah. Do you want to see if there's any comments real quick before we go, and then we can shut off?
See what we got.
Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. Any comments or anything
not
coming
yet.
in?
No, well, this one disconnected. Oh well.
No worries.
Oh yeah, it was just one new follower. Hey, that's good.
Hey.
Hey, celebrate.
Well, then we'll go ahead and end it here, and I'll go ahead and say la vie, peace and love. You can go ahead and end those too. Peace out. Peace out. Subscribe. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. Text 813-696-6676 to win a microgreens kit this week. It comes with soil, fertilizer, seeds, and also a beautiful tray. It has a dome with a tray with a dome. And so text us